Hello, my name is Ken Tracy, and I used to abuse alcohol. I abused the poop out of it. Heineken was my drink of choice. It was delicious, and it probably still is. But I wouldn't know. For one day, a year ago today, I decided that I had had enough. Drinking was no longer fun for me. I no longer felt like I was partying when I drank. I would usually open up my first beer early in the afternoon if my schedule allowed it, and sometimes even when it didn't. I would take so many pictures with a Heineken in my hand, I started hiding the bottles every time the camera came out. I probably averaged 8 drinks a day for the last 35 years. I laugh as I say that. It sounds funny now, but it probably wasn't so funny at the time. And I doubt my liver ever thought it was very funny either. For those counting calories, that was an average of 1,200 calories a day. Almost half my daily intake of calories came from alcohol. That's just gross. So why did I stop? Why did I give it up? Well, like I said, I wasn't enjoying it anymore. It had become a bad habit, just something I did to cope with the emotions in my mind and in my heart. Sadness, depression, and anxiety at times, loneliness perhaps. It became a crutch, something I leaned on. But it was also a burden. For every day I found myself wondering when I'd open up my first green bottle of goodness. Plus, I always wanted to be the life of the party. To be funny, to be outgoing. What I didn't realize at the time is that I am funny. I am outgoing. I don't need to drink to be those things. Drinking wasn't making me cooler, it was just making me drunk. I was born with certain gifts, and the alcohol was numbing the very best parts of me, just as it was numbing the pain I too often felt. A year without drinking has given me clarity. Clarity I didn't know was possible. It's given me optimism. It has set me on a new path. It has allowed me to dream of doing great things today, tomorrow, and in the future. Dreams that were dying with me at the bottom of every bottle I drank. Heck, a year ago I didn't even believe I had a future. Sad and ashamed of the life I was living, I think I decided I was going to die a slow, early death. Probably 10 years from now, my liver would have had enough. It would have quit on me just as I had quit on myself. So what have I learned? What would I tell those that are perhaps drinking too much? Those that suspect they may have a problem? Those that soothe today's fog from last night's drinking with a cold beer, a glass of wine, perhaps a mixed drink? The question I'd ask is, why do you want to quit? You must be very clear on this. I believe this is the ultimate question that will determine success or failure. If you give up drinking for the right reason, you will celebrate your sobriety. You will realize the blessing that is sobriety, that you deserve not to drink today. For the wrong reason, you'll struggle every day until you fall off that wagon. So what is the right reason? I think you have to quit for you and you alone. I quit for me, for nobody else. Not for my wife, not for my kids, not for my friends or anyone in my family. It was for me. It was my decision. It had to be. I passed liquor stores and bars 100 times a day. If I wanted to drink, I would. Yet there is no temptation, not for me at least. The power is mine, the power of choice, the power for my decision, the knowledge that I'm doing this for me alone. Not because someone in my life thought I should stop. Maybe they did, but I didn't care. It was my choice to make, and until I made it, quitting was never an option. Certainly not an option that would last. So I made the decision. I had had enough. I decided a year ago that I was worth it. You know why? Because I am worth it. And if you think for a second that you might have a problem, I will promise you, you are worth it too.